do then? They plan to go in underground factories, bomb safe. And now we speak about the aeroplanes because this area was responsible for to build up aeroplanes. It was an order by Hitler himself to build up 6 big underground factories, 100 square meter each, to product German aeroplanes, especially so-called wonder weapons. One example is the Messerschmitt 262. It was the first jet. It was 220 or 60 kilometers quicker than an aeroplane with a propeller normally. And what you need for to plan such kind of factories is the conditions, the right conditions. And what you need for to plan to make quick buildings, you need a lot of gravel in the right size. And we stand here on an ice age valley. Under our feet we have 22 meters gravel. And 6 underground factories were planned, one on the Netherlands border. They quit the factory because in the meantime the Allied troops were landed on the D-Day, was too near. The next one were planned in the city of Prague. We don't know nothing about it, we don't know nothing, really. We have no picture of it. One of them were planned in the area of Mühldorf, behind Munich, on the river valley of the river Inn. Here is the river valley of the river Lech, the same condition. And 3 of them in the area of Kaufmann-Landsberg. The second thing you need for this is, I will show you on a small map. Nowadays, and in the days 1944, there was a street, nowadays the motorway, in this from Munich to Lindau and from Augsburg to the Alps. And also the railway from Munich to Lindau and from Augsburg to the Alps. And the crossing point is the small village of Kaufmann, it's a railway station. And so the 11 concentration camps get the name Kaufmann 1 to 11. It was the place they load and unload the slave labor. What you can see on the picture is, only to have a short imagination, one of the war factories that built up, it was the code name Vineyard in the translation 1, only to see the dimension. We are planned 100,000 square meter. At the end of the war, it wasn't ready. This was a picture of the Americans after the war. You see, this part is under construction. This is the picture from this time. The next thing I will show you from all the 11 camps, mostly all is gone. The only thing you see is camp number 7. Of course, 70 years, more than 70 years, the Second World War. Alfred, I will bring a picture because this colored one is good for visitors with no guided tours, but you see more here on this picture because the color is over from where you can recognize. What you can see around the camp is a so-called double fenced barbed wire electrified. And here, if you look closer, this is a shot of the guard towers with machine guns. Here you have the so-called earth huts, where the president lived in. What is the earth huts? I will show you a picture, so it's more than a lot of explanation. This is a picture from camp number 4. From here we have, after the war, no picture. These are very simply made earth huts. Very simple. And the earth, cold in winter time, no isolated nothing. This photo you see here is a longer time after the liberation. It's a little bit cleared up earth hut. The photo on the next slide you can see is after the liberation. It looks like not hygienic conditions to live in. One earth hut was about 12 meters 50 long, and in each earth hut are living between 50 and 60 persons. If you want to turn, we have records from this, you have to turn all 25 on one row together. This is an earth hut. This kind of huts exist only in the camps of Mühldorf and the 11 camps of the Kaufmann area. What can you see again is you see here a shadow small shadow. It's also a barbed wire. It's a camp in the camp. It's a woman camp. Separate this barbed wire from the man. And you are coming in here. This small. Now it's a gravel road, and this time only footpath. And we stay here between these two buildings. This is north. What you also can see is two kitchens. The camp size was about 2,000 prisoners. They have one record when they overtook the first time the camp. The camp commander reports 2,000 slave workers inside, all Jewish. And we have a second report in wintertime, 1,500. But every day another, of course, die coming. The next thing you can see, two kitchens. Of course, it's a big camp, two kitchens. And here are the sanitary barracks or latrines. You build a toilet, you can wash. There is simple made wooden barracks, not really yet. And the next thing I can to show to you are, these are no buildings, these are slave workers and KZ prisoners on the mountain. You see the assembly, staying, marching out. This picture was made on the 11th of April 1945. And the same day this camp was closed. So in one, they do close the camp number 4, the healthy one, camp number 1. We don't know are these scenes of so-called evacuation. Evacuation is a positive. In our time, evacuation brings from danger to be safe. The slave workers tell us evacuation for us was run away for our own liberation. A positive word, but a negative one. And what you also can see are the barracks and houses of the guards outside of the camp. You see the gardens of the guards. And what you can't see is here the house of the camp commander. And he lives there with a family and 2 kids, 10 meters far away from electrified fence of the concentration camp. At the end of the war. And if you make a turn, you see this bridge in the street. And this time there were no bridge, but also a street. And if you can see the cars from the bridge, you can also see the camp in our days. In the ancient times, 1944, the same. From 11 camps, only one you can't see from a street or from a railway. Everybody could see it. Not in the wood outside, nobody knows. The next thing, this camp was responsible not for the great underground factory to produce. They were responsible to ready-made concrete pieces for inside. And also for the railway through the industrial area. It was a big industry, not only slave workers, companies, to build up the bunkers, bomb safe. It's a big industry. And but the slave workers could be, the SS rent the slave workers. They rented to the company, and they earn money. It was a business model. And first, they planned to bring Italian workers to Germany to build up the underground factories. But the same thing happened in Anzio. Allied troops, Americans were landing in Anzio. The same as in Normandy. Italian was not a German friend. It was taken to an enemy. And we have no Italian workers, and so the SS says we have. And then we begin in Auschwitz, the healthy and young women and men to separate and send to the underground factories to work, to do heavy work. And if you are working in not in a good working detail, or good working detail, for example, the kitchen, you can get food. A bad one is to work 12 hours a day out in the winter time and put concrete in other things. Yeah? It's a heavy work, 12 hours a day, and of course you have a surviving rate about 3 months by nothing to eat and nearly nothing to eat. And so they were assembled, sent back to Auschwitz in the gas chambers, and the new transport is coming. This was the connections from the Parker camps to Auschwitz. So, but everybody could rent slave workers. So we have records that Jewish prisoners make plasterworks in the city place in Landsberg, marketplace. or the Jewish woman peel potatoes in restaurants, or load and unload wagons on the railway station, and so on. And so on. Everybody could see the workers on the street. Nobody knows. Do you have questions with this? So I think let's go inside.
How long has that candle been?
So it's, I don't know the person who does this, but every time I came to here, the candle is burning.
Yeah, it must be some electric.
It's electrified, but also you need
But
batteries.
it's still standing there. I think
Nobody
how many
touched it.
months ago?
Yeah.
Maybe half a year ago. I don't remember. When we came one day, it was here in the flower.
It's like a special candle. Yeah, it's like for the dead.
And it's still standing. So yeah, that's amazing. Nobody. Yeah, that's amazing.
Yes, the color.
Interesting.
Another belongs also to the side center. Also this. So this is another possibility. Here, the responsible companies here was construction company Moll, bigger in Vietnam and Habitat. You can make also later on photos as you want, also, of course now, and also we go later on inside a house and you can make also photos. So, please come in.
Oh,
The rest of
sorry,
you-
George.
Okay.
Yeah,
Not
can you get a picture
so
of that,
much
sweetie?
time, so I
Huh?
Found a picture of that.
Not yet.
Then the person
You want me to
is
use
arrived in a concentration camp with the Jewish people are mostly 99%. They have all background stories. Catched in
Something else.
Somebody knows what happened with the family. They are in the gas chambers. No wife, no children, no parents. Or they have heard and don't know what happened with them. A very stressy situation. You arrive here. It's not the first place you are in a camp, of course. And the next thing is with this situation, if you camp in a concentration camp like here, what you need is a lot of luck, because it depends. So I say ours is one sense, but persons here have not all the strict clothes you know from the cinema. They were catched on the street and they were on the body that they have on the body. If you were catched in the summertime and you have summer shoes or summer clothes, it's not good in the winter time. If you came from a factory and have boots and heavy clothes, it's better for you. It depends if you're lucky when you catch up on the street or not. We have an example from a Jewish woman. She wear only summer clothes, sandals, no socks, no underwear, nothing. Until the end of the war, and she used also the summer clothes as a handkerchief. And she survived only, she can make, of course, typewriting, and they speak German. And so they survive in an office as a sanitary stuff. On a concrete factory, you have no chance. The next thing what you need is, you need connections. An example, if this camp was first elected in September, the first Jews are arriving here in June. In Camp 3, this was Camp 7, they came a little bit later. The first contingent here came from Poland. Of course, the first contingent who came in the camp have the special places, because working in the kitchen, to be a couple, like this. Do you know what a couple is? It's like a foreman, he's responsible for others. So, what is normal for human thinking? If the next transport is coming, the good positions, this one, you look first. Came here from the same countries, it's the same town, come to me, I have a good job for you. If you have no connections, you can do the bad work. That is that kind of luck you need. And then we have we make it like a democratic way to stay. You care to yourself. You can't translate it when we talk about Selbstverwaltung. There is no translation. Yeah? But the meaning is that the SS pick out some persons and say you are responsible to do this. Under you are 50 persons. but you has also to beat. You are responsible what you do. This is a couple. Of course, you can be a good person or a bad person. You have to do things you want to do. If you do this thing, if you don't want to do the things, then next is you go back in the row, normal person. Of course, this kind of people have privileges. It's a very radical system. If you are good, capo, if the question is, you have 40 men under you, and give me 20 of them for a very bad commando, he has to pick out. He has to make selections. And so you see the situations. It's the next thing. Something about talk about is the food rations in the camp. And for this we have also to go back. In this time was the end of the war. What do you have to eat in the normal outside people? Do you think in calories or in kilojoule? Calories. So I make the example of calories here. The normal outside war society have in August 44 to winter a normal person is not heavy work, office, housewife, not heavy work on the body. From 2,300 calories down to 1,600. Working man with the body and heavy work from 2,900 to 2,200. And one who produce steel or the oven from 3,700 down to 2,900. The meaning is, for 1 week, over 18 years old, no woman with children, no pregnant and like this, normal one. 1 week, 1,000 gram, 1 kilo meat, 500 gram fat, margarine like this, 6,800 gram bread, 300 gram noodles, rice like this, and 1,250 gram sugar or 2,500 gram marmalade. 62.5 gram cheese, 62, 125 gram the white stuff from milk, I don't know the name.
Quark.
Quark?
I mean,
Whey?
what did the other say?
Powdered milk? Whey?
Frischkäse?
Powdered milk?
Quark?
Cotton cheese like this.
Cotton cheese, yeah, she said cotton cheese, so like cotton cheese.
And 125 gram coffee, but not the coffee in our days. Especially one is made with oats
A
and
new word.
Ersatz.
yes, that's
From your
coffee.
groups, we learn every time also a new word.
Jewish concentration camp prisoner in these days get 900 calories each day. So the problem was, first there's the SS. What do we need from the food rations? And then the capos. It's your imagination with a normal prisoner get on rations on food. And we have a letter from the better time, from the summer 1944. He's written to the company because he want to make strong workers and they are hungry and they cannot work enough. Was the background of the letter. And here were written on Tuesday, the 26th of September, 8 person, 1 bread and some cheese. The bread is 3 kilo. If we talk about bread, 1 piece is 3 kilo. Next day, 3 men, 1 bread and some fat. Next day, no bread, nothing.